Started right now. Apologize for the delay. Welcome to the Euphoria Wealth Builders Business Opportunity Overview. Tonight, you're going to hear from somebody I had the privilege of sponsoring. That is a very solid business builder and entrepreneur. Served on a corporate level of a very large company. Traveled around the world. You're going to hear from John McKillop tonight. When you get to sponsor somebody like John, you actually feel humbled and blessed. We're fortunate to be able to have people like John joining us at such an early juncture in our game, because as many of you know, our pre-launch is going to take place in January. So the type of leadership that we have coming on board with Euphoria right now at this stage, very exciting. You're also going to get to hear tonight from Brian Belville. I had the privilege of going to Ohio just within the last 2 weeks to actually meet Brian. And Brian has approximately a $3 million earnings in the network marketing arena. Has been featured in Business for Home, reached a very high level, 5-star ambassador with a company with a $2 million earning. I asked Brian if he would share tonight why now, why Euphoria, why him, for example, to share with you a little bit tonight. So sit back, relax, and hopefully you're going to get a little bit of information for yourself. If you're listening in tonight just for the first time as a guest, you'll kind of get to dot the I's and cross the T's and decide, why we feel Euphoria is the right company, why now is the right time, and why this will actually become the future in the health wellness space and the skincare space. So let's see. So Robert, are you going to assist with the deck? Our guru there is ready to go. All right, guys. So our product is very exclusive, very proprietary. What Euphoria does is a first to market. No one else does what it is that we do. I'm going to share with you, because I know a lot of you have heard that before. Oh, we own the farm. Oh, we have this, patent or whatever. And products can be knocked off and duplicated so quickly it makes your head spin. But I want you, when you look at this, you're going to take, and I want you to pretend like you're one of the sharks on the Shark Tank, and you're looking for something that's very, very one of a kind, very exclusive, very proprietary, things that are patented, things that cannot be knocked off and duplicated so quickly. So next slide, please. How about when you are in a company and you have a product, no matter what product it is right now, if we pick the company from A to Z, you pick one. I will Google their name. I will guarantee you we will find that product on multiple websites. Now, whether that's Wayfair, eBay, Amazon, or a host of other websites. Now, whether that product is a coffee, a tea, a skincare, a shake product, a weight loss product, a CBD oil, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get into what the product is, but you pick a company, you Google it, and you tell me how many places they'll not only be able to go get the product, but actually get it from cheaper than your website. Now, if you're watching this video and you've been involved in a network marketing company, that might just be a problem. Don't you see that it's a problem that if a customer can get the same exact product off of a third-party website for cheaper than your back office or your replicated website? I'd say that's a problem. I don't care what the product is. If I'm going to go out here and create an awareness, try to build a business, and I'm going to have it backdoored out the back end and all these other places for people to go get it, the only thing I'm going to have is a revolving door. People coming in the front door, going out the back door. I don't know about you, but that's not the kind of business I'm looking to build. I want something that's exclusive, proprietary, something that they can't get anywhere else. That's what you're about to see. Next slide.
Your DNA makes you unique. You have one genetic code, only one body. You don't need everybody's nutritional supplements. You can have your own. Cut your losses and move on. The days of blind nutrition are over. Your DNA knows exactly what you need, and Euphoria delivers it. Welcome to your very own designer nutrition. We're all potentially susceptible to certain physical ailments based on variations in our genes passed down from our parents. These genetic variations are called SNPs, or single nucleotide polymorphisms. We aren't able to eliminate SNPs from our DNA, but we can do something about them. We can take action to optimize our physical health. It begins with a simple DNA test. Swab the inside of your cheek and mail your sample to Uforia's state-of-the-art laboratory partner for analysis. Strict HIPAA guidelines are always followed, so your information remains confidential and secure. Based on your DNA results, a one-of-a-kind nutritional formula is created just for you. This is your very own Nutrition, designed from peer-reviewed plant-based ingredients plus vitamins and minerals. With so many high-quality ingredients and so many of us, every formula is truly unique. Each custom formula is one out of nearly 400 million possible combinations. And while your nutrition is being customized, you can immediately begin to make your health a habit. Every Uforia starter kit not only comes with a DNA test, it also includes a pre-trition formula. This is a mild and gentle cleanse. It also supports the body's preparation for the optimal Uforia experience. The pre-trition formula contains a robust combination of quality active ingredients, including AC11, frankincense, and astaxanthin. Pre-trition gives your body a fresh start. You'll be prepared when your customized nutrition arrives, which takes approximately 2 to 4 weeks, delivered right to your door. You'll receive a 30-day supply of your customized formula, along with a detailed action plan that explains what you need to know about your SNPs. Staying on track to meet your nutritional needs for the rest of your life has never been easier. You can receive your customized designer nutrition delivered to your door every month, all for less than the cost of buying the nutritional ingredients separately. Finally, everyone's unique biology meets one-of-a-kind technology. Your DNA is talking, and Uforia gives your body a voice.
Let's jump back in. Intellectual software, which you're seeing here, was 20 years in the making. We have a proprietary software that will actually run the DNA report and then completely customize the formula based on your profile. Now, I'm not talking about a guided supplement. See, people get confused. So let me kind of dot the I and cross the T. Let's educate the ignorant, okay? So guided nutrition is when you do a hair follicle, you do a blood test, you do a urine test, you do a DNA test, you go online, you do a questionnaire. How old are you? How much do you weigh? Where do you live? Do you take medications? What kind of medications do you smoke? Based on all this data, then they guide you to nutrition choices. They tell you what diet you should take. They tell you what exercise you should do. And some companies actually try, they're so bold to try to tell you that's personalized nutrition. They say it enough that they actually believe what they're saying. And then the public says, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's public. It's customized nutrition. No, it's not. It's actually guided nutrition. Personalized nutrition is exactly what Uforia brings to the market. Personalized for you. How personalized? Over 400 million different possible formulations to come up with your particular formula. One made for you, sent to your doorstep. Next slide. What you're seeing here is the beginning of the end of blind nutrition, the beginning of the end. Up until now, here's what people had. There's their choices. You literally walk into the store, you have hundreds of products on the shelf of a store, and out of those hundreds of shelves, you try to determine what it is that you should take. Sometimes you even go to the cashier who makes like $8 or $10 an hour. It just has a job there, and you ask them for advice on what they think you should actually take. So you have hundreds of choices. Come home, turn on QVC or HSN. Anybody ever done that? How about a celebrity or an athlete pitching you on what they think you should take because they're getting paid to promote or endorse that product, so they're pitching you on what you should take. What is your other choice for blind nutrition? I don't know. Just go talk to somebody that sells nutrition. Pick a company. Let's go from A to Z. Pick somebody with company A. Talk to them for 10 minutes. after a 10-minute conversation and they explain to you why their product is growing higher up on top of the mountain where nobody else goes, and why they have an exclusive farm that nobody else has, and you hear this whole story, 10 minutes, you'll swear you should use Company A's nutrition until you have a conversation with Company B. And you swear after 10 minutes you should use theirs, Company C, all the way down. I mean, this is just what's out there today, and this is what people go through. So you either walk in the store, turn on the TV, or talk to somebody that sells it, and at the end of the day, you're either blind nutrition or you're pitched on what it is you should have. And so that is what people experienced. What you're seeing here is how the future will unveil the solution for each individual. Simply swab your cheek. There's one thing that won't lie, won't pitch you, and that's your DNA. Swab your cheek, you no more guess, you can now assess and now have a formula made for you. Next. World-class labs. There's two things that you need to know about a lab when it comes to the marketplace. Number one, and you'll be asked this a lot of times from people, is it safe? Is it secure? Do they bank the DNA? Do they sell it? I mean, all these questions. The answers to the questions are, we're HIPAA compliant and CLIA certified. They're two of the highest certifications that you can have in the marketplace today for a lab. Next slide. Nutritionator. You want to talk about exclusive and proprietary? The one and only. Now, when I say one and only, I want you to listen to this for a second, because it's not like we could pick up the phone, go on to Google, go onto a website, dial a phone number, and say, we want to order one of these, or we want to order one of those, because one of those did not exist anywhere in the world. This was custom designed, engineered, and built. Took approximately 2 years to complete. It's the only one of its kind on planet Earth. It's housed in Dallas, Texas, at our manufacturing facilities. And this is where the magic actually happens. Once again, this machine will make over 400 million different possible formulations, and it'll produce over 3,400 orders in an 8-hour shift. And one of those products are for you. Next slide. Okay, we have 18 actionable SNPs, 18 gene SNPs that we actually test for. A lot of people want to know, what genes do you test for? All you got to do is send them to the website. They can click it up. If they want the medical term behind the gene SNP, you can look at the letters. That means nothing to most of us because we're not in the medical field, but then it'll actually tell you in layman's terms what that gene actually is, what that gene actually does. When you get your healthy aging report back, you'll see all 18 of these genes. You'll know exactly what the gene does, and you'll know what ingredients they're using to compensate and mitigate your particular formulation in a 35-page healthy aging assessment that you'll receive back once your DNA swab test is complete. Next slide. We are approaching 100 plant-based peer-reviewed ingredients. In order for us to consider an ingredient on the panel, it has to be whole food plant-based nutrition, and it has to have a minimum of 2 peer-reviewed articles in order to be considered as an ingredient. I want you to think about this for a second. If you're an entrepreneur, I want you to look at the future and just think what's happened in your past. There's always some ingredient that comes out. There's always something that somebody finds or they discover. And all of a sudden, they want to make a whole company around an ingredient. They want to build a story, a compensation plan. They want to talk about how this does this, that, and the other thing. Folks, what you're seeing here today, that'll never happen again. Why? Because what are we able to do? We're able to go get the same exact ingredient if one should exist in the future. We're able to take it if your body needs it, if your DNA report says you need it. How much of it do you need? Guess what? They're just going to add it right to the formulation, and voila, just like magic, it's right there in the same exact capsule. In fact, you won't even know that it's actually mixed in there. You're just going to actually receive it. Talk about being positioned for now and the future. That's what you actually have right now. Next slide. So here are some of the ingredients. I'm not particularly an ingredient guy, but you can take a glimpse. Once again, if you send somebody to your website, we have a customer site and a business builder site. On the customer site, you'll be able to see this information. You'll be able to see the different ingredients. You'll be able to see the different gene SNPs that we actually test. Next slide. We acknowledge our DNA is the authority to what our body needs. It's actually the source code. It tells us exactly what it is that we're supposed to have without guessing, with just simply swabbing our cheek. The ignorant might ask, what will this product do for me? Well, the wise will anticipate what their body will do when they actually receive it. So we say Uforia will give your body a voice, and you'll now know exactly what it is that you need. Next slide. All right, for those that are looking for the career side or the business opportunity, is there a business opportunity here? You doggone right there is. That's why many of us are here. It captured most of our attentions right away because we saw not only something unique, we saw something that we believe will be the paradigm shift. We believe this will be the company that changes the game in the nutritional health, wellness, and beauty space forever. Because what could possibly be better than customizing a product for a person? And literally, when I saw this, I'll tell you things that ran through my head. When I grew up, I listened to music, vinyl records, cassette tapes. I look at music today, it's digital. I remember going to Blockbuster Video and Hollywood Video. Do you remember having a Blockbuster or Hollywood Video in your neighborhood? You do? Do you think they're coming back? Probably not. Why? Because there's a better mousetrap for the customer today. They can use Netflix, pay-per-view. There are several ways for them to be able to get a movie. So you watch things paradigm shift and you watch old technology fade out. What you are about to see in the one-size-fit-all nutrition and skincare space, you're about to see that turn into the vinyl record, the Blockbuster Video. It will become a thing of the past. So that will create an epic career opportunity. Whether it's part-time, sometime, full-time, once in a while, you can engage in this business as much or as little as you want to. Let's get into a little bit about the business opportunity. Next slide. You have two choices. We'll keep it short and sweet. You can decide. You either want to be a customer or you want to be a nutritionist. What's the difference? You can click on the website and read the differences right there. But the biggest thing is one of them has no membership fee. One of them you pay $39.95 per year for. $39.95, you're a nutritionist, you're in business, you have two replicated websites, and you're participating in the compensation plan. If you're a customer, you get to refer people, you get your product for free, you're not in the compensation plan. That's basically it in a nutshell. Next slide. Compensation plan, some of the highlights or the bullets of it. We have a fast start bonus where you actually get paid weekly. We have a UFortune pool that actually pays monthly. We have a residual bonus, which is monthly. We have a discount and dividend bonus, which is paid monthly. And we have a revenue share for the Rainmaker pool, which is going to be on a quarterly basis. And that is for the people that want to build a big business and participate into the compensation plan on a very large scale and have a quarterly dividend or bonus based on how much revenue the whole company did, how many people were in that share, and everyone gets their slice. So there's several ways to get paid. Basically, in a nutshell, I'll tell you this, because a lot of people ask, what's the split? It's 50-50. It's about a 50% split from the distributor versus the corporate side, and it's in the compensation plan about a 50% payout. Next slide. You'll be able to see on a PDF the different levels that we actually have in the compensation plan, how you move up through the ranks, starting as a beginner. What do you need to do to become a builder? What do you need to do to become a producer? What do you need to do to become a mover? And every time you move up a rank, you can see the compensation pays you a little bit more, a little bit deeper, okay, and so on and so forth. So there's a great PDF in the back office you'll be able to open up. And when you just want to sit down for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes to take a look at that, it's right there at your fingertips. Next slide. And what is inside of the You Start kit? These are the kits that people purchase. Inside of the box is going to be your first month of pre-trition, which is 180 veggie capsules. You take 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. This is your pre-trition, your first month, while they're doing your DNA test. You have 2 swabs. You have a black envelope to put your samples in and a return envelope that's postage paid. Just drop it into the mailbox and it'll go directly to the lab. Most importantly, inside this kit is a $100 discount coupon. That coupon is used immediately. You'll be able to go online. When you register your kit, you'll be able to apply that discount code and immediately it takes $100 off. Why is that special? First off, it's a real $100 off. Secondly, it's running right now through January. So not just you, but people that you love and care about, your friends, your family, and your warm market of people are also able to take advantage of that discount coupon, because as long as you purchase your kit within this time frame, they'll be able to use those coupons. So all kits that are purchased right now through January is going to have that coupon inside of the kit. Next slide. How about the kits? You will be able to purchase as a distributor. You can go 3, 5, or 10. 3 packs, you get 10% off. 5 pack, you get 15% off. And a 10 pack, you get 20% off. Obviously, the business builders that want to build big, want to build fast, want to make the most amount of money, get a 10 pack. And I understand if it's Christmas, if people can't get a 10 pack, don't wait to join. Join with a smaller pack. Get a 3 pack, because you're going to use one of those packs for yourself. That's only going to leave you 2 left over to use for either your customer or your business builder. Keep in mind, you're not investing in these packages and giving them away. Some people are confused. When you buy these packages, you're actually selling the package to the customer directly yourself, instead of them going to the website and making the purchase for $159 for the kit plus $15 to ship it and wait 2 or 3 days to get it. You have a pack right now, right here. And what I say is, I can get you started right now, and I can save you $5 on your shipping if you'd like to use one of my kits, because I bought a bundle and I saved a few dollars. Most people want to save a few bucks and start right now. So I sell the kit at $169 because I add $10 for the shipping and it saves them $5. So you can either have a 3 pack, a 5 pack, or a 10 pack. Based on your discount, it's going to depend on the profit that you make off each one of those kits. You can see the discount and dividends. The discount and dividend, you can check that out with the compensation plan. A highlight, if you want to make a $20 bill, the highest amount of money that you can make on the dividend, you will get a 10 pack, because the 10 pack will pay you the highest amount on the dividend in the discounts and dividend program. But you'll still get a dividend on the 3 and the 5 pack. Next slide. And to wrap up, it's the Rev Share Rainmaker pool. That's going to be for the big boys, the people that want to build the big, want to build fast, want to get into next year, the following year, etc. And that's going to pay you 1%. We're going to put in 1% of the company's global CV from recurring orders, and however many people are participating in that pool, they're going to split the money accordingly. That's going to be a fantastic pool to be in. So there's a little bit about the product. There's a little bit about the business. I'm excited to bring on to you right now, but I'm going to ask actually, because I'm not sure. John, do you want to go first, or do you want Brian? I can't hear you. You're muted out. You got yourself muted.
Now you hear me.
I hear you now.
There you go. There you go. Rob, thank you very much. Everyone, good evening. My name is John McKellip, and it's a pleasure to be here with you this evening and share a little bit of information about myself and what's happened to me in a very short period of time. My background is finance and accounting. I really have no sales aptitude, no selling ability. I was an accountant, put numbers in small boxes all day, adding up the left column and the right column, and if both sides equal to, at the end of the day, I got to go home. People say, John, you're more of a people person. You got to go find something else to go do. And I got involved in the direct sales industry. And for the first time in my life, I really found an industry and a place where I could really earn what I thought I was worth. Nobody was going to be able to tell me how much they're going to pay me per hour or tell me how much they're going to pay me per year. It's based upon my efforts. You see, I can't sing, I can't dance. I used to think I could play football in high school, and I played some basketball and wrestling and stuff like that. But I could never do it at that superstar kind of a state, the kind of money that they earn, the kind of lifestyle that they have, the kind of security that they're able to offer for their family. But I've gotten involved in direct sales, and I'll tell you what, I've built organizations in the tens of thousands all over the globe. I spend as much time out of the United States as I have in the United States. And I think I've done fairly well within this industry, only because I have a drive and a determination to make things happen. I was shown this company about 10 weeks ago, and within 2 weeks, I sold all of my other business interests and I went full time with Uforia. We're open in the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico today. And in a short period of time, I've only talked to maybe 8 or 10 people. And in about eight or 9 weeks, they've grown to over 200 people. And we're still in a pre-launch phase of a big event coming up in Las Vegas. I'm excited to what 200 people will turn into in 2 more months, and in 5 months, and in 10 months, and a year, and in 2 years, and 3 years, as we continue to build, grow, and develop all over the globe. Here's what you got to understand. If you have a knack, if you like talking to people, if you like to go share, here's what's happened to me. I got involved. I got one kit. I was just going to test it out, took my DNA test, started taking the product, loved it, bought a 5-pack. First person I talked to was my dentist. I sent him a text. I said, look at this video. He calls me back later in the day and says, John, call me later tonight. I call him later that night. After 5 minutes, he goes, John, I'm in. I want a U-Start kit to take the DNA test for myself and for my wife. Guess what? 2 of my 5 were gone. Talked to a buddy of mine that I went to college with. Met him. We met at a restaurant late one night. He was working all day, and we met. Only problem was I brought one with me. He goes, John, I'm in. I want to go do this. I need one for me, one for my wife. And I said, I just brought one. I got 2 now left at my home, and I got to give one away. And my wife goes, I want to be able to take my DNA test. I go talk to somebody else. We have lunch. He goes, John, this sounds great. I'm really into nutrition. He's a baby boomer. I'm more concerned about my health now. I want to go try this. I want one for me and my wife. I go, okay, I have one for you, and I got to order another one. I need more kits. So I ordered more kits now. I am nothing more than an order taker. For the first time in my entire business career, I'm not having to sell people. I'm just talking to people, and I'm sharing, and they're saying, I want it. I'm being an order taker. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that easy. It's that much fun. When you're the only game in town and nobody else has what you have, I'm telling you, this thing goes, and it goes fast, and it's really starting to happen really, really quickly. Rob, appreciate all the support you're giving us and our organization, and I'm going to hand it back to you. Thank you very much.
Awesome, my man. Thanks for sharing. Up next, I always get text messages. I had not been on a couple of calls when Brian had been on the calls, but I always get some text messages with some thumbs up. I get some instant messages because people say, man, I don't know who that guy was, but this guy, so anyway, I wanted to get, when John told me tonight, try and get somebody on the call, I'm like, okay, I got to reach out to Brian. I want to get him on the call because people enjoyed hearing from Brian. So Brian, I'm going to turn it over to you. I want you to tell them a little bit about yourself. I wanted you to tell them why Uforia, why now's the time, and why 2019 can be their year. Over to you, Brian.
Rob, it would be my pleasure. Am I coming through okay?
Yes, sir. You're good.
Sure.
Okay. Just wanted to double check. I'm actually hiding in a closet downstairs of my in-laws' house because I'm not going to make it a West Virginia joke. But let's just say after all the relatives, it takes us 2 weeks to get to Christmas. So we're currently on a family hunting trip right now, and I've got so many people upstairs. So that's why I just wanted to take a moment and share with you guys. When you said, Brian, get on this call, it's like, thank goodness, a break from the holidays. But I'm going to sum this up really quick. Rob, you had said some of the things about me earlier, some of the history, as I like to call it, with the success that I've had in this industry. And guess what? I don't watch the History Channel very much because I'm interested in the future. And I can tell you that the reason why now, I'm going to kind of do this in a little backwards for you, and the way I would tell it is because I believe that the industry had lost belief. And why now, and why Euphoria, to sum that up. For those of you that like to read, leaders or readers, you need to grab the book, Blue Ocean Strategy. There's a couple authors, different co-authors. Go to Amazon, get it right now, Blue Ocean Strategy. I never was really smart in school, and that's the truth. I'll give you the cliff notes here real quick. Blue Ocean Strategy is very simple, and a red ocean strategy is very simple. Red ocean is bloody red from the competition that is in the marketplace. And I've always said this is straight from Jim Rohn. If you don't have uniqueness, you're always going to compete on price and convenience. Folks, Blue Ocean Strategy means you have very little to no competition, and you are marketing a brand new concept to an entire marketplace. Folks, that's what being in front of the curve is truly all about. And I was so genuinely excited because, I had been in this industry since I was 16 years old, as crazy as that sounds. I was in it full time for the previous 8 years. But I can tell you that Rob, what you said, there are so many Me Too companies. And you know what? It's okay. For every McDonald's, there's a Burger King. But you know what? Somebody's going to open up a Chick-fil-A. So the reality of it is when you think about opportunity as a whole, and Rob, like you said, there's a lot of great salespeople out there in the industry with a lot of great videos and a lot of great pitches. I've heard them all, I think. And so it's very easy for maybe a newer person or someone to grab a hold of something because they haven't really done their due diligence. If you're listening to this information right now, if you're in a company that you've been in for a while and you're making no money, there's a reason. And if you're looking for a company because you don't believe there's anything out there, you found Euphoria, because I don't want you to take our word for it. I want you to take your word for it. We have no competition with our product, folks. The ability to take a product first to market is the old oceanfront real estate. And that's exactly where we're at. And, a little bit about, my testimony, Rob, what excited me is, I'm kind of like, a carpenter, gets feverish when he walks into Home Depot. Get feverish when I walk in Best Buy, like electronics and technology. And, I was able to sit on a mastermind council for 6 years. With one of the fastest growing companies in the industry. Was very blessed to be mentored by millionaires and billionaires, last name Gergen. And I can tell you that it was such an eye-opening moment to know how much it goes into the infrastructure, to know how much that goes into a website and IT and back office and genealogies. And then, if you have to change anything. So when I first done my due diligence and dug in the back office, ordered the product, I was immediately impressed because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So the first impression of this company, not even really pre-launched yet, January 12th and 13th in Vegas, I'm so high I could walk in the upstairs window right now, only because of the opportunity that is truly at hand. And you know what, Rob, I remember when we spoke in Ohio, you said something, you said, guys, we got a big job to do. And you know what, it's that has resonated with me for a couple of weeks. And you know what, I've realized that. That's why I'm losing my voice. It's a big job to do because we actually have a paradigm shift, and every pioneer is always going to have a few arrows in their back. And folks, the reality is that we're not in the convincing business, we're in the sorting business, but we've got to make sure that we're telling this story as efficiently as possible. Because I see a lot of people that I've already called 2, 3, 4 times when they finally watched the video and finally got on there and I had the conversation. I'm having to call them a few more times, but that's okay because that shows passion, it shows persistence, and that's what we need, and that's what we're looking for those folks that are out there. And Rob, I'll close with this. It's 2019's coming up. Got a lot of resolutions that are going to be happening. Better nutrition, better health, more money. Those are the top 2. So there's going to be a lot of people making decisions, and we have a product that can truly change their lives. And folks, from a legal perspective, you really want to have a retailable product. So that's another little side note, if you will. But, 2020 vision is the best vision that your body can have with eyesight. 1 year from now, the year 2020, I see it clearer than I've ever seen the next 12 months in my life. I'm probably going to not have a voice very much. I'm probably going to not sleep very much. But you know what? When the clock ticks 2020, I can promise you that my family is going to be in a better situation because of what the leaders and the founders and the CEOs of this company have done and put together. And I'm just excited to be a part of this team this early on with so much background behind it. So it's just a pleasure to be on here, and looking forward to seeing you guys in Vegas. So Rob, thank you so much, and I'll turn it back over to you, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Answer your questions a little bit more deeper. Whatever it takes, just get back to the person that invited you. Get in, get swabbed, try the product. The best people that are going to be the raving ambassadors of this product are going to be raving customers. People that just started with no intentions to come into the business at all. They just simply swabbed innocently. They just started taking this product and they started experiencing something like they've never experienced before because they now have a product made for them. And they become a mouthpiece. They just absolutely organically just start sharing it with people, and they become a raving customer that turns into a dynamic distributor or business builder. So we encourage you to start off that way. Start off with just swabbing, get in, get back to the person who invited you. We look forward to speaking to you. We look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Thanks, Rob. Good night.